Hello, everyone. This is Yolanda Hill here at the Public Good Radio Show After Show. I'm here with Doug Funke from the Citizens for Regional Transit today to ask them three questions as it relates to the work that they do in Buffalo. So what I would like to ask you first is, what is the Citizens for Regional Transit?
Citizens for Regional Transit is a transit advocacy organization. We've been around trying to improve or promoting the improvement of public transportation since 1965. We were originally formed as sort of a citizens committee under the NFTA to help promote and to plan the light rail when it was first being proposed. But we have since branched off. We're our own independent 401c3 nonprofit organization now promoting transit in general throughout the two-county region, Erie County and Niagara County.
Great. Okay. And so was there a specific issue that influenced why the Citizens for Regional Transit was created or why it was developed?
Well, it was original, like I said, it was from the light rail, to plan and promote light rail in Buffalo for the first time. Since then, we have been working to try to get the light rail extended along. The original plan was for a 46-mile light rail network. We've only built 6 miles so far. We're very pleased that there's a plan in the works for extending it to Amherst, which is our second highest priority for extension, but a very high priority and a very important one. But our highest priority is to the airport. Those are the two that we think are most important. The original plan also had light rail to the south towns, to the football stadium down into Hamburg, to the county fairgrounds, and also to Tonawanda. So that was the original network that was planned. So we're still, pushing to have that happen. Those, with the exception of the Amherst extension, these are all publicly owned, existing, available rights of way. So it makes it affordable and very doable without having construction disrupt business on our streets.
Great. And so what are your thoughts on the extension to Amherst?
We think we need to do it. It was part of the original plan. Like I say, it's our second highest priority, but still very close second. It was always one of our highest priorities. The Amherst campus is out in Amherst. It's very difficult to get to. We're spending a lot of money on buses to connect students to the campus. It's very difficult for others than students to do it because the bus service out there is sporadic. It's not high frequency. Light rail would change that, and it would actually connect the campus to the city, and it would double ridership the first day. It'd be 25,000 riders a day the day that it opens. So that's a pretty good payback on our investment.
Yeah, I think so.
But the airport is also a high priority. More and more people traveling expect when they get to an airport that they're connected to the regional transportation network, and right now we're not very well.
Okay, great. And so also, as it relates to the train station downtown, the new train station that's going to be placed downtown, what are your thoughts on that?
We support it. We were, as I said during the interview, we were on the mayor's committee. I was on the committee that decided the location for that station. Our position at Citizens Regional Transit was that we need a downtown station as our highest priority. The one we had there was falling down. It was an embarrassment, so we were in support of a downtown station, and we're very pleased that got selected. However, we were in favor also of specifying that Central Terminal would be designated as our second station long term, not immediately because that's a long-term project, but it would be our primary station. The downtown station cannot handle westbound trains, and that's the issue. So we will need 2 stations in Buffalo. We have always felt that the Central Terminal should be that second station.
Okay, great. And so the last question I have for you is to ask you about the event that the Citizens for Regional Transit is having on May 1st.
May 1st, that's right. The event is at First Presbyterian on Symphony Circle. It's at 5:30. Doors open at 5 o'clock. It's on regional rail in Buffalo, Niagara. It's potential for using the new station in Buffalo with the brand new station that's operational already in Niagara Falls to have regional rail connecting Niagara Falls and Buffalo. and hopefully bring a lot of those tourists to Buffalo as we develop our waterfront and our attractions here. So that's a project. The speaker is Congressman Brian Higgins. He has been a promoter of that concept, not only between Buffalo and Niagara Falls, but also connecting to Rochester and also connecting to Toronto. They're extending their regional rail to Niagara Falls, Ontario, and we see the possibility of actually coming across the bridge and connecting with our regional rail, so you'd have a connection between Toronto and Buffalo and potentially to Rochester. So it's two ways. Toronto is this big booming metropolis. It's growing, like crazy. They've got 8 million people now. They're expecting, there's 9 million people between Toronto, Buffalo, and Rochester. Now it'll be probably 11 or 12 million by the time,
Wow.
In the near future. So it's a big metropolis, big, huge mega city that needs to be connected. So that's the topic. In addition to Brian Higgins, we've got Pat Whalen, who's the director of the Niagara Falls Global Tourism Institute, and he's a longtime advocate for regional rail between Buffalo and Niagara Falls. He'll be on our panel. And Bruce Becker, vice president of the National Association of Rail Passengers. He's also a former president of the New York State Rail Passengers organization as well. So he's very knowledgeable on all these issues. So between Pat and Bruce, we'll have some very good discussion following Congressman's presentation.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Doug, for that information. As you said, there will be an event on May 1st as it relates to the regional rail.
Mm-hmm.
So if you would like more information about that, you can visit.
You can go to our website, citizenstransit.org, and you can get the information from there.
Okay, great. Thanks again, guys, for joining us on the Public Good After Show. Again, this is Yolanda Hill here with Doug Funke from the Citizens for Regional Transit.